Welcome to this presentation on China's novel food ingredient market access strategy. Today, we will explore how to seize opportunities in one of the world's most dynamic and competitive regulatory landscapes. This briefing has been prepared by Reg-Compliance as of June 2026. Let's begin with an executive summary of the current market situation. In 2025, China accepted 53 novel food ingredient applications, a remarkable 77% year-on-year increase that reflects surging industry interest. Of these, 15 ingredients received official approval, the highest annual figure in 5 years, demonstrating growing regulatory openness and efficiency. Review timelines have also accelerated considerably. Botanical ingredients are now being approved in as little as 1 to 2 years, and cherry blossom polyphenol set a new benchmark by receiving approval in just 9 months. However, competition is intensifying. With constrained review resources, any delay in dossier preparation risks losing critical first-mover advantage. The strategic imperative is clear: early preparation of a robust, comprehensive regulatory dossier is the cornerstone of successful and timely market access. Here is today's agenda. We will cover 5 key areas. First, a market overview to understand the current landscape, including key statistics, growth drivers, and consumer demand trends. Second, we will clarify what a novel food ingredient is, the official definitions, classification criteria, and key categories. Third, we will map out the regulatory framework, including the governing authorities, foundational laws, and key regulatory documents. Fourth, we will walk through the application and approval procedures step by step. And fifth, we will analyze approval trends and outline strategic actions to enhance your chances of timely regulatory clearance. Looking at the market overview, the landscape is unmistakably competitive. 53 applications were accepted in 2025, representing a 77% year-on-year increase, a clear sign of heightened industry interest. 15 ingredients were approved, the most in 5 years. 2 key trends stand out. First, review timelines for botanical ingredients have shortened to just 1 to 2 years. Second, cherry blossom polyphenol were approved in only 9 months, setting a new speed benchmark. The strategic insight here is critical. The window for securing a first-mover advantage is narrowing rapidly. Delaying dossier preparation risks missed opportunities as competition for limited regulatory review resources intensifies. Proactive submission is no longer optional, it is essential for market leadership. So what exactly is a novel food ingredient? By regulatory definition, it refers to food raw materials or ingredients that have not been used for human consumption in China for a long time, and which require strict safety evaluation and approval before they may enter the market. These ingredients are characterized by innovative sources, such as new organisms or advanced extraction processes, and a lack of historical consumption data, which necessitates rigorous scientific validation of safety. The scope of supervision covers a wide range of substances, including microorganisms, algae, herbal extracts, new food additives, and fortified nutrients, all governed by national health authorities. In short, novel food ingredients represent the cutting edge of food science, balancing innovation with rigorous public health protection. Let us look more closely at the official definition and core requirements. According to the measures for the administration of safety review of novel food ingredients, a novel food ingredient is a substance that does not have a traditional consumption history in China. There are 3 core requirements. First, the substance must be a food ingredient suitable for human consumption. Second, it must meet relevant nutritional composition requirements and contribute positively to a balanced diet. Third, and most critically, it must be non-toxic and harmless, with no evidence of acute, subchronic, chronic, or other potential health risks. An important benchmark is the concept of traditional consumption history, defined as a food produced and marketed in China for at least 30 consecutive years and not listed in the Pharmacopoeia of the People's Republic of China. Novel food ingredients are classified into 4 common categories. The first is animals, plants, and microorganisms. This includes the organisms themselves, such as specific fungal strains, edible algae, or rare wild plants not previously used in food production. The second category is isolated natural components, unique substances extracted from biological sources, such as specialized proteins, bioactive compounds, or rare functional extracts. The third is structurally modified ingredients, ingredients where the original molecular structure has been intentionally altered, including modified starches, tailored fats, or chemically or physically modified biomolecules. The fourth category is novel engineered raw materials, innovative materials created via advanced biotechnologies, such as precision fermentation products, cell-cultured ingredients, or synthetic biology-derived components. Understanding which category your ingredient falls into is the critical first step in any regulatory strategy. Now let us examine the regulatory framework governing novel food ingredients in China. This framework is built on 3 pillars. First, the regulatory bodies, the key governing authorities that oversee the industry and ensure alignment with national and international safety standards. Second, the core regulations, the foundational legal documents that dictate operational protocols, risk management, and compliance requirements. And third, the compliance process, the structured pathway for adherence, from documentation and reporting through audits and continuous improvement. Understanding this framework thoroughly is a prerequisite for successful market access. 2 key regulatory authorities must be understood. The first is the National Health Commission, or NHC. The NHC oversees the safety review and administrative approval of novel food ingredients and serves as the top decision-making body. It issues the final public announcement to either approve or reject an application. The second authority is the China National Center for Food Safety Risk Assessment, known as CFSA. The CFSA conducts rigorous technical evaluations to assess the safety, nutritional value, and potential risks of proposed novel food ingredients. It organizes expert review panels, analyzes scientific data, and provides technical recommendations to the NHC. These 2 bodies work in tandem. The CFSA provides the scientific foundation, while the NHC exercises final administrative authority to ensure food safety standards are met. The legal and regulatory system rests on 4 key instruments. First, the Food Safety Law of the People's Republic of China serves as the foundational legislative framework, setting overarching principles and mandatory standards for all food production and safety management. Second, the Measures for the Administration of Safety Review of Novel Food Ingredients delineates the detailed requirements, procedures, and criteria for safety assessment and market approval. Third, the Administrative Licensing Law of the People's Republic of China governs the general procedures for administrative approvals, ensuring the licensing process is standardized, transparent, and procedurally fair. And fourth, the technical guidance and review requirements issued by the NHC specify the data requirements, testing protocols, and evaluation criteria essential for a complete and acceptable application dossier. Together, these 4 documents form the legal foundation that every applicant must master. Let us now walk through the step-by-step approval process. Step 1 is document submission. The process begins with an online application via the NHC platform. After successful pre-screening, the required hard copy materials are submitted for formal filing. Step 2 is the preliminary review, which is completed within 5 working days. Possible outcomes include direct rejection, a one-time request for supplementary documents, or formal acceptance into the technical review phase. Step 3 is the technical review conducted by the CFSA. Expert panels perform comprehensive evaluations, and their detailed review opinions and recommendations are then provided to the NHC. Step 4 is the administrative decision. The NHC issues its final ruling, either publishing a public consultation notice, issuing an official approval announcement, or rejecting the application. 3 important procedural notes. All supplementary documents must be submitted in a single batch within 1 calendar year of the request. Applicants may request reconsideration in writing within 30 working days of a rejection, and a simplified, expedited procedure is available for ingredients substantially equivalent to those already approved. 2 key trends are shaping the current approval landscape. The first is an increasingly efficient review framework. This creates new opportunities for companies seeking faster market access. However, there is a critical caveat: accelerated timelines do not mean lower standards. Scientific rigor and safety requirements remain absolutely uncompromising. The second trend is an intensifying first-mover advantage race. A surge in submissions has created fierce competition for limited review resources, making timing a decisive factor for market entry success. Early dossier preparation, a proactive regulatory strategy, and agile response mechanisms are now non-negotiable for securing a competitive edge. In summary, success in this environment hinges on balancing speed with unwavering scientific integrity, while strategically outpacing competitors in the race for market access. Based on these trends, we recommend 4 strategic actions. Action 1. Categorize early. Identify your ingredient type upfront, whether botanicals, extracts, probiotics, or another category. Each category has distinct data requirements, and early classification prevents costly rework. Action 2. Optimize timing. Capitalize on the typical 9-month to 2-year approval timeline, but always prioritize a complete, well-documented dossier to avoid costly delays or resubmissions. Action 3. Leverage precedents. Benchmark your submission against already approved ingredients such as fungal protein and ergothioneine to build a robust, evidence-based justification. Action 4. Local collaboration. Partner with experienced local consultants or legal professionals specializing in regulatory affairs. Their deep knowledge of local protocols and communication channels will streamline your submission, reduce misunderstandings, and accelerate your path to approval. In closing, early strategy and robust scientific dossiers are the keys to success in China's novel food ingredient market. The regulatory landscape is evolving rapidly, and those who prepare thoroughly and act proactively will secure lasting competitive advantage. To explore customized compliance solutions and regulatory guidance tailored to your specific needs, please reach out to our dedicated team at info@regcompliance.com.cn. Thank you for your attention, and we look forward to supporting your journey to market.